Hey there, this is Derek Henry with XLEV8 Consulting, and in this how-to video we're going to talk about the comment picker. Now, a lot of times when people are working in files, they want to use cell comments to send notes to each other or just make a note about what they did, or sometimes it's asking a question, whatever the case is. The comment picker with a default keyboard shortcut of Control and W is going to give you some options on how to do this more efficiently. Now, the default option can be set. We just check the box right there. You can set that over and over again if you want to. I've got I as the default here because I insert a lot of comments. So with I, press enter, it will insert a comment, right? So we could say something like, what's going on? Right? Or some kind of comment like that. Now, that's easy enough. If you run it again and it's already got a comment, it will put it into edit mode and put the cursor at the end of the existing comment text. Okay, simple enough. Now, option D will delete the comment or any comments in multiple cells. So if you have a whole bunch of them, so if we add another comment here right below this or off to the side somewhere. If we were to select multiple cells, then delete, it would delete multiple comments, just like this. Let's just say that we're going to delete the first one. Okay, comment goes away. Now, let's say we want to toggle the visibility of that comment. Option T is going to toggle that for any selected cells in their comments. So T, toggle comment, notice that that's going to show it. It's the same thing as right-clicking and showing and hiding the comment. Now, let's say we wanted to auto-size it. Let's say it's really big and we have a small comment now, right? Option A will auto-size it. Okay, notice how it's only going to fit the contents just right with a little bit of padding. So if that's something you want to do, go ahead and do that. Now, if you want to resize it, okay, option S is going to resize the comment in the active cell, and it lets you either expand on it or set exact pixels. So if you enter the positive or negative decrease number or a percentage to resize it, okay, it's going to do that. Now you can set your default if you want to expand it by 50 pixels, both, right? Then you can do that. If you put a percentage in here, just like the instructions say, it will increase it or decrease it by a percentage, whether it's got a negative number or not. If you put Fs in here, it will set it to a fixed size. So let's see what it looks like when we do 50 by 50. It's going to increase it by 50 pixels width and height. If we were to do that again, sorry, wrong option there. Let's try S again. Let's say we want to do 200F by 100F, just like the example says here. It's going to set it to a specific size. So if you always want the same size, right, then when you have option S here, you can set your default. Okay, so mine's 50 by 50. I guess I set that at some point. You could set that to 200F by 100F if that's what you wanted to do. Now the next option in here, we're not going to run this one because it does the same thing, but if you wanted to apply that same exact sizing or increase all of them to every comment on the sheet, just enter SS. Okay? Now let's say you want to reposition it. It's way over here, and you've probably seen files where the comments are all over the place, where it's tough to read what's going on. Then you might like this option. Option R, reset the comment position for the active cell. And just like with the previous one, if you add an S, it'll be for every comment in the sheet. So if we press R, notice how it's going to put it there right next to the cell, just to the right of it, just like it would by default. Now, let's say we want to copy the contents of this one. We're going to press C here. Any of the contents in that comment are going to be copied to the clipboard. So if we go put it somewhere else, like up here, it's going to wrap that around. So if you have your name, you have your initials, you have something else, it's going to copy that as well. So just keep that in mind. So if you want to put it in TextPad or somewhere else, you could do that. Normally, if I'm going to be doing a lot of copying and pasting on the comments, I probably take out my name just because it'll include that. In the same way, let's say we wanted to take this, this is one of the places I used to work at. This is a really old file. Let's say we want to paste this as a comment. Whatever is in the clipboard, we're going to paste to it. Just run the picker. Option P is going to paste it. Okay? See how I pasted it in there? And it adds user : just so it knows what's there. You can always change that to your name or initials or somebody else's if you want to. Now lastly, let's say we want to track all these comments in one place. Now that's a common thing. So one of the issues I saw actually with a file very much like this before is people would add a comment, they might color the tab, And inevitably, some of those comments would get missed as far as responding to them and addressing what the comment contained. So let's say for this cell right here, H8, we want to track that along with a lot of other things. Option F here is going to let you add it to a new sheet called File Comments. So we're going to run that. It creates a new sheet. It tells us what it did. Okay, so on this sheet, this cell, here's a link to that so you can get to it all in one place. So put a comment or something like that. Okay, what happened to sales? You could assign it to a person. You could have a response in here. So it lets you track all this in one place. So you have completeness, which is often a big risk here. Now, if you run it again, and you are on the file _ comments sheet, and you click option F, it's going to prompt you and say, do you want to copy that comment to this sheet, this cell? Yes, and it's going to be the one that you just linked to, right? So now you have that in both places. So when we were reviewing files like this, had a lot of sheets, a lot of stores, a lot of cost centers, something like that, we wanted to have all the comments in one place so you could go through them very quickly and address them and move on and not miss any of them. But we also wanted to have the comment reflected in the cell where we were asking the question, right? So it's in both places. The file comments option here, so remember that's option F in the comment picker, works really well for that. Now just like all the other pickers, you can set your default option. In my case it was either I or F, and you can set that back and forth depending on what you're doing. Just click the box at the bottom with your entry, press OK, and it'll be your new option. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.